Howdy ho, dickheads, it's me once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. We're going to be doing a premiere draft in Magic the Gathering for the Avatar, The Last Airbender set. It's not day one, I'm sorry I missed it, I was very busy. But we're going to do our first draft right now. I haven't really touched this set except for a few jumpstart because of the midweek magic. Before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe. But more importantly, come on over to twitch.tv/Dick Record. Link in the description, where you can catch us streaming video games, leather crafting, and other assorted nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. But with that out of the way, I have so many draft token. Hey, looks like we're ready already for pack one. Pick one. What are we getting? Oh boy, okay, so this one almost beat me in a game, I believe, or maybe it did beat me in a game. When it enters Earthbend 2, so it's a Gray Ogre, at the very least. Then search your land library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield, tapped, then shuffled. So it also fixes for you, and then whenever it then adds a quest counter to itself. Then, if it has 4 or more every time you play a land, you get a +1/+1 counter. Yeah, I think I like this card a lot. Because it's like a lot of value, right? So I'm going to take the Earthbender Ascension. Long Feng seems pretty good. I've heard good things about Tiger Dillo, actually. Pillar Launch is apparently a very good combat trick. Pretending Poxbearers is not bad. This is just like the best card in the pack by Country Mile, and we're not going to touch any of the shrines. It's just, there's no payoff, realistically. Let's take the Earthbender Ascension. Creatures you control get +2/+2. Whenever one or more allies you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. That seems very good. There's Professor Zay, Anthropologist is a looter that can get an instant or sorcery back. Lowen Lee. If you have a lot of lessons, I think this is fine. I want to take Invasion Tactics. There's also a Saber-Tooth Moose Lion, which I think is pretty good. Especially if you can, like, by the time that this hits the board, maybe the Earthbender Ascension gives it the trample and the extra token that it would like. Whenever one or more... This doesn't give, what's it called? But this pays off the go wide strategies, like Invasion Reinforcements. I'm going to take the Invasion Tactics. If we can go wide enough with this, cards like Suki, Invasion Reinforcements, and Earth Village Ruffians, I think really help with that. Yeah, and then for the rest of the game, you draw a card every time one or more of your allies hit the opponent. Now, this doesn't count Earthbent lands, but I think that Invasion Tactics is a good card. Earthbend 2. When you do, up to one target creature you control fights target creature and opponent controls. That doesn't seem great. Reach Death Touch when this creature dies. If there's a lesson card in your graveyard, you gain 2 life, and this is a nice 2. I like Knowledge Seeker. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, and it's a 2/1 Vigi. When it dies, create a clue token. So it's like, it kind of replaces itself. It doesn't attack very well into Forecasting Fortune Teller. I think it's the better of the cards that are here. I also don't like that Azula always lies outright kills it. But what are you going to do? Forecasting Fortune Teller is also fantastic. If we take this, we're passing the Forecasting Fortune Teller. I like the Rebellious Captives and the Wall-Top Sentries as well. Maybe I should take one of them. No, I'm going to take the Knowledge Seeker. I think it's just like a 2/1 that replaces itself with a clue token is also just very good. Firebending 1, lessen spells you cast, costs 1 less to cast. That seems okay. Rocky Rebuke is the fight spell. That's just fantastic. I think we take that because we know that we're going to want to be in green because we have the Earthbender Ascension, and this is just a... Right, this is a bite spell at instant speed. When this attacks, untap target artifact or creature. A Flying Hill Giant. Okay, and it's a Catbird. Catbird! Catbird! Sorry. Curious Farm Animals. I kind of like this card for Constructed. Raucous Audience, I think, is great. I wish that this was an ally. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater, or Earthbend 3. This costs a lot for a destroy target creature with power 4 or greater, but it is a outright destroy target creature spell. This is destroy target enchantment or artifact, so it's like disenchant or A combat trick. I think that this is also pretty good. Oh god, this is hard. I don't have a second color yet. I don't think I like Fire Nation Engineer enough. But I think we take either Audience or Origin of Metal Bending. What is this? Elemental Teachings. Searcher for 4 land cards, different names, reveal them. 2 of those cards go into the graveyard, the rest go into the battlefield tapped and shuffled. That's not good enough. X basic lands. Put those cards into the battlefield tapped. That seems bad. Yip Yip is supposed to be a very good card. In general, Lost Days is a very good removal spell. This is a very good combat trick. Earth Village Ruffians is a nice 2-for-1, and corrupt court officials like pretty good if you want to add to your board. Give you sacrifice fodder, give you waterbend fodder, and also remove a card from your opponent's hand. I do like the Ruffians because when it dies, you earthbend 2, which is like kind of like a 3-1 and a 2-2 for 3 mana. It's a turtle duck. There's a Dai Li Indoctrination. There's a cat owl. There's a Lost Days. I don't know what my second color is. I feel like Dai Li Indoctrination's not that good. Part of me wants to take Lost Days. It's also going to feel like less of a... it's going to feel like it costs 1 less simply because we have Earthbender Ascension, right? Which just gets us a land. So, you know, like these high mana spells, right? This also gives you a clue token, right? So it kind of replaces itself, which is nice. I believe it's one of Blue's best performing commons. Ostrich horse is very good, but in the black-green deck, I believe, because it mills 3 cards, which means that you want to put cards in your graveyard. I feel like the Sabertooth Mooseline, God, look at this thing. It's a 6-mana 7/7. I almost want to take that over the Ostrich horse. This could be a 3-mana 4/2, and it mills 3 cards. We don't really get anything in our graveyard for value yet, so I'm going to take the Moose Lion because it's just a nice beefy chunker. Passing the Elemental Teachings because I think it's not good. Pillar Launch is supposed to be good, as is Pretending. I know that Pretending Poxbearers is good. I really enjoyed playing with it, actually. Spirit Oasis can go away. I feel like we have more of a chance of using Pillar Launch. It's only +2/+2 in reach, right? So sometimes it's a blowout. Cunning Maneuver is nice in that it gives a buff and creates a clue token, but it doesn't always let your creature survive. I'm going to take the Poxbearers for now. It's another Moose Lions, and there's another Moose Lion, rather, and there's another Ruffians. I'm going to take the Moose Lion because it fills 2 parts of the curve, right? It's a 6, or you could force cycle it as a 2, right? So let's take the Moose Lion. It's an Aang's Journey. This is like almost word for word the same lesson that we got in Strixhaven. Get a basic land, gain 2 life. If you kick it, you could also get a Shrine, which we're not really playing. Pillar Launch. Let's see. There's a Misty Palm Oasis and a Farm Animals. I'm going to take the Misty Palms Oasis as like a pivot card. Yip Yip. I'll take that, yeah. Alright, so, we got Boiling Rock Rioter. Alright, Team Avatar, whenever creature you control attacks alone. This kind of works like, oh god, what was that? Exalted. If all your creatures have Exalted. There's a Cat Gator, which is supposed to be very good if you have a lot of swamps. I'm not a big fan of Earth Rumble, actually. Badger Mole, I think, is okay when this creature enters Earthbend 2. Creatures with +1/+1 counters on them have Trample. I really like Boiling Rock Rioter, but how many allies do I have? 1? And it's this one. It's Pretending Poxbearers. But I really like this, and I think that this can like really help us shape the rest of the deck. Then we can get cards like Foggy Swamp Hunter. Cat Gator is good in the mono black deck. I'm going to take the Boiling Rock Rioter over the Badger Mole. I'm going to look for cards like the Pretending Poxbearers. Glider Staff is supposed to be very good, but that's white. Zuko's Conviction's interesting. This is where I end up finding myself in like, ooh, there's a Fire Nation Palace. In, oh god, what was that deck called again? I went from black-green to Jund in my last draft. I think Origin of Metal Bending's a very good combat trick. Callous Inspector, less so unless you have the sacrifice payoffs. And Azula Always Lies, I think is a really neat combat trick. Not much for us here. Could consider the Cat Owl, but I'm going to take the Origin of Metal Bending here. Might be incorrect, but it looks like the best card for us. Let's see. Earthen Ally. This is an ally. But it won't typically do much. We're not going to really get to Earthbend 5 with it. There's a Cruel Administrator. Oh, wait, no, I started green. I'm sorry, I started red-black, and then I ended up pivoting into green because of 2 bombs that we picked up early. I can take the Earthen Ally. I think it's better for... I don't know about better. This gets +1/+0 for each color among allies you control. So you need to have, like, a lot of allies. Like, we'd probably want a Merchant of Many Hats. I'm going to take it. Screw it. It's a base rate of 1/2. This will make it a 2/2, and then this makes it a 2/3. Sorry, 3/2. Sorry. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, let's take the Earthen Ally. We'll find out if it's good. Fatal Fissure. Don't like that card. Cat Owl. Swamp Snare Trap is a removal spell that I think we're in for. Gains Indestructible. Yeah, let's take the Swamp Snare Trap because we do need the removal. I do feel like we're off of blue. Sora's Haiku is cute as hell because it's an actual haiku rather. Counter target spell, draw a card, then mill 3 cards, untap, target land. There's also a Lightning Strike in here. I don't know why I chose this art for it, but yeah, let's take the Swamp Snare Trap. Some pretty good removal, right? Toph the Blind Bandit, or is it Toph? I don't even know anymore. I think we want Toph. Earthbend 2, its power is equal to the number of +1/+1 counters on creatures we control. Yeah, I think we want Toph. Especially because with with Earthbender Ascension, we get like a lot of value that way. This also wants to grow bigger, but we can probably wait a bit for one of these to come around. I think she's also an ally. Yeah, she is. And we probably want another Rocky Rebuke if that's the case. So yeah, let's take Toph. Tiff-Toff. Probably not playing Aang's Journey. Honest Work is okay. Jet's Brainwashing, not okay. It's fine. I don't know if I want the Callous Inspector. It does replace itself, which I do appreciate, and it's a 1/1 with Menache. I think I like it better than Vindictive Warden. 2/3 with Menache. And Firebending 1 that also you can just ping your opponent with, but I think I'd rather have the Callous Inspector, honestly. Cutting out the Yip. Earthbending Lesson seems pretty good, but there's another Pretending Pox Bearers, and I think we need just the 2-drop and the extra material that this provides us. It's also one of the better 2-drops in the set. I can't really see anything too good here. The Vengeful Villagers is good if you're in the Sacrifice deck. The Kyoshi Battle Fan is interesting because it also is just a 2/1 that leaves behind a piece of equipment, but I think I'm going to take the Rumble Arena because it seemed to play pretty well for me. When it enters its scries, if you Earthbend it, it's a vigilant creature that then when it dies, scries for you again. Yeah, I think I'm in for that. There's a Foggy Swamp Hunters, as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. I don't know if I want that. I think I'd rather have Earth Rumble, because you Earthbend 2 and then one of your creatures fights another creature your opponent controls. It's a fight spell though, not a bite. So be very careful there. I'll take another Callous Inspector. Origin of Metal Bending seems good, but I'm probably not playing 2 of those. I'm definitely not playing Pillar Launch. Red seems open as hell because Combustion Technique is here, as is Fire Nation Cadets. I will take the Combustion Technique, but we're not likely playing it. We can actually play the Barrels of Blasting Jelly, but we're likely not playing it. It does look like we're... And Jet's Brainwashing. Yeah, red seems fairly open. I just don't want to be in red right now. What is this? Okay, so it's double black, blue. All right, so we do have some fixing, and that's great. We can play... We can definitely fix for this, and I do like this card. It's a little stupid. When it enters, target opponent exiles a non-token creature they control. Then they exile a non-land card from their graveyard. So likely what you're hitting is like their smallest creature and possibly a combat trick or a removal spell from their graveyard. During your turn, you may cast cards exiled with Azula, and you may cast them as though they had flash. Mana of any type can be spent to cast those spells. Yeah, that's stupid. I'm taking that. Wouldn't mind a June or a Merchant of Many Hats. Rockalanch is also like a very good, what's it called? Value play in these decks. I've lost to that card in the past. And there's a Rockalanch. There's also an Ostrich Horse and a Firebending Lesson. I'm sorry, Earthbending Lesson. But yeah, I'm going to take the Rockalanch here. There's also a Hama. Target opponent mills 3 cards, exile. We're not super into playing our opponent's cards like that much. The Azula is worth splashing for. I don't think the Hama is worth splashing for. Actually, exile card during your turn. No, I don't think we're doing that. We're going to take the Rockalanch. It's like triple black there. Elemental Teachings is not it. Bitter Work is not it. One or more creatures, power 4 or greater, draw a card. That seems good, but like, you know, there's a Rocky Rebuke. I think we take that over anything else here. Serpent's Pass also would be great, actually. But I think we need the removal, right? Earth Rumble is removal. It's either the Pox Bearers or the... It could be the Pox Bearers. We do need some... sorry, not Pox Bearers. The Raucous Audience. We could use some more fixing, which is why I looked at the Rumble Arena. I think we only need like 2 blue sources, maybe 3. But yeah, I'll take the Raucous Audience to help us ramp to these Sabertooth Moose Lions. Sabertooth Moose Lion. That must have been fun to talk about during R&D. Yeah, Sabertooth Moose Lion. You have to say the whole thing every time. Every time. You have to say the whole thing every time. Beetle-headed merchants or a merchant of many hats? This is a good question. Do we really want a 5? We have 2 good 5s, I feel. We have 2 okay 5s. This is an okay 5 as well. I almost want the 2 here. I feel like we can get a merchant of many hats, but I feel like we can get either. Actually, you know what? The 2 is probably just better, simply because these will probably go later than the merchant, and they're both at common. So let's take the merchant. White Lotus Hideout. Add 1 mana of any color. Shriner Lesson. There's also a Rumble Arena. There's also the Beetle-headed merchants. I think we should take the Beetle-headed merchants here. There's June again. There's Foggy Bottom Swamp. Sacrifice another creature, create a clue token, activate only during your turn. She can't be blocked if you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. I think that that's fine, especially with 2 Callous Inspectors. She may not be an ally, and we might not be playing like the allies deck because we only have like 6 allies, but so we likely cut Invasion Tactics. Ooh, the Boulder! I didn't know he was here. When he attacks Earthbend X, where X is the number of creatures you control, power 4 or greater. Yeah, that seems great. There's also a Corrupt Court Official, which I could see myself taking, but I think the Boulder is great if you can get to attack with him. He's a 4 mana 4/4, and if you get to attack, you Earthbend X. And I think that that's fantastical. Is that my only 4-drop? Oh, geez. Rockalanch. I thought Rockalanch was a 4-drop. Okay. We're not splashing for black. There's another merchant, and there's a... Let's take the Rockalanch. Let's see. Earthbending Lesson or Ostrich Horse. We'll take the Ostrich Horse. Elemental Teachings or nothing. Yeah, we'll take the Elemental Teachings that we're not playing. Rumble Arena seems fine in this deck, actually. I'd rather have that over Platypus Bear. And Earthbending Lesson, I guess, is a 4. Sure. I'm not playing that Swamp. I mean, we are playing Swamps, but we're not playing that one specifically. Let's see. So we're not splashing for white for anything, so I almost want to take out the Misty Palms Oasis. We're not really doing anything with sacrifice either, so like sacrificing this to draw a card doesn't seem worth it. I'm going to cut that. I will keep the island and 2 Rumble Arenas. That's plenty of fixing for Azula. Let's see. I don't think we need Invasion Tactics because we only have like, what, 6 allies? And even then, it's like not going to be worth it. So let's divide this into T creatures. We only have 18 creatures, so removing a creature might be a bad idea. Earth Rumble, sure. 2 Rockalanches, it seems pretty good. 2 Rocky Rebukes. All right, so these are our removal suite, right? 2 Rocky Rebukes, an Earth Snare Trap, and a Earth Rumble, right? I almost feel like Origin of Metal Bending is not going to be good enough. It's just a nice combat trick. It can be removable if they have an artifact or an enchantment that you don't like. But I'm going to cut one. I'm going to cut the Earthbending lesson because this is just a lesson that makes a 4/4, essentially, right? And that's not enough, I feel. Merchant of Many Hats, I think, is going to be important for grindier games. Boiling Rock Rioter, I think, is going to be also important to get back things like our Poxbearers, our ally. Anything that we lose early on is just for the grindier games. The Boulder is not an ally. Kind of wish he was. I feel like we can play one less land. And it probably is one less swamp, right? No, I don't know. What's our balance look like? Yeah, one less swamp is probably correct. There is double black for Azula, but there's double green for the saber-tooth things. I think it's okay to do that. Rockalanche is fine. I don't like this Ostrich Horse in this deck, actually. I think it's like the least synergistic, and I'd hate to mill over certain things, like my Azula, right? Because we have no way to get them back. So I'm going to cut the Ostrich Horse and call 41 cards done. This is also 2 creatures. Is this better than just Earth and Ally? It might be, because we're not activating. We can activate it. There's like a world where we can activate it if the game goes super duper long with double Rumble Arena. Oh no, but it costs 7. So if we rely on the Rumble Arenas, it's going to cost 9. All right, goodbye. Done. Alrighty, let's go to round 1. Before we get into it, though, hi. Thanks for watching. If you've been enjoying me and my nonsensical card choices, please hit that thumbs up button because it could really help me out, especially with the YouTube algorithm being the way it is. Feel free to leave me a comment telling me what I did wrong because we're all learning. This is like day, I want to say 3 of the format. It looks like we have a pretty good curve here, so I'm going to keep this. And yeah, that's it. Have a Callous Inspector. Rocky Rebuke, we're going to hold on to that. Let's see, Merchant of Many Hats. This is going to be fine. Let's see, so we play... I think we played the Rumble Arena, actually. To not give them too much information, I'll attack with you. Rumble Arena. I would not mind that. Merchant of Many Hats. Just be very aggressive. This bossing, say, having the Earthbend 2 thing is, like, very good. Okay, so we'll play Lando. This is the one that gets bigger when they sacrifice, and they are in Abzan? Okay. I'm gonna play Toph. Screw it. Just gonna try to be aggressive. I'm not blocking that. The blocks. What, are you gonna ninjutsu something in with it? I'm just like, well, I'm not blocking a Death Toucher. That's crazy. You're crazy. Alright, so Toph's power is based on the number of +1/+1 counters on lands I control. This Rocky Rebuke's an instant. I could use something higher up on my curve. My opponent is not willing to play anything neat here. If they play the thing that untaps this, I'm gonna Rocky Rebuke kill it in response. If it was dealt damage this turn, create a clue token? What? What? Did I see that right? We can Rocky Rebuke this thing if we have to. Fire Nation Drill. Okay. Resolve. I'm gonna kill the Pirate Peddlers in response. They're probably gonna kill my Toph. Yep. Because this way it leaves them pretty defenseless. Right? against what's going to be 5 more damage next turn. And that's this, so let's just attack. They can't crew that. Alright, so we're going to get their sold out if they only play one thing here. And we're going to get whatever creature they play. Alright, shoot. They could play the Resolute Reinforcements. Earthbend. Okay. Sure. Create a 1/1. Non-token creature they control, and they exile a non-land card from their graveyard. So they're probably going to give us that thing, actually, Sandbender Storm, because it's harder to cast. But they exile Bossing Say. And we can play both. Which is like a huge blowout. The 2-for-1 is obnoxious here. Mm-hmm. Oh, we don't get their Bossing Say. Okay. What do we get from them? Destined Confrontation. Sacrifices all other creatures. Total power 4 or less. So I keep this. Submit 4. I get my land back, and I get a clue token. That's fine. That's a creature. Something I can play. Fire Nation Engineer. They can't really crew that with Azula because I just kill it. Earthbend 3, yeah, whatever. If they crew that, I kill it with Sandbender Storm in response. Yep. Crack this. Earth Rumble. Okay. I'll hold on to that. I don't think it's as long. It's just during my turn. Oh, okay. Why are you playing 2 Destined Confrontations in your deck? I don't understand this. That's such a bad card. And they have 2 copies of it? Sure, whatever. Leave match. You know what? That would have been better if they cast it before Azula hit the table, because then they could give it to me and I'd be like, I don't know. Ah, here's our next opponent. We're 1-0 going into round 2 with Golgari? I don't even know what we're doing anymore. This seems fine. Yeah, this seems fine. The boulder is here. Turtle Duck. Raucous audience. Okay. So, part of me wants to kill this so that they don't have the mana dork for next turn. I'm going to attack with this thing. Okay, to damage. Creature I control, creature they control. I'm gonna get rid of their mana dork. I don't want them to go to like 4 mana and play like the boulder or something next turn. Long Fong. Okay. Well, we're not attacking here. Boiling Rock Rioter. Next. No attacks. End turn. So this is one of those things where I guess if they have a fight spell, they kill my Rioter, right? If they don't, it's going to be pretty big for cycling. I'm going to start exiling cards from their graveyard. See, one of the things that I like about Rioter is you get to exile cards from your opponent's graveyard. And it's very, very fun. All right. So there's our Saber-Tooth Moose Lion. I think I attack with the Rioter. I firebend 1. Next. There's nothing in my yard, right? Yeah. I could kill that, but I don't think we necessarily have to. Huh, I guess I could have Earth Rumble killed the Long Fong. Next to main. The boulder is ready. Okay. What is this? Oh, yeah. Earthbend 1, Firebend 1. Okay, so the number in the corner does represent like what they have with regards to their technique. Another forest cycling saber-tooth moose lion. Okay. I almost feel like I should stop. I should be exiling their graveyard. That's what I feel like I should be doing. And just like attacking with the boulder who's ready. Just attack with the boulder who is in fact very ready. Target a land I control. This one, the forest. Sure. Sure. Long Fong is going to be a problem, I see. I guess we can Earth Rumble him if they tap out. I don't trust it if they're not tapped out, right? Another creature you control or a land you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. I don't know why I keep saying the boulder is ready. That's what Bonesaw says. Bonesaw is ready. I guess it's because the boulder is like, okay. And then target creature I control. They're probably going to kill my Boiling Rock Rioter. Let's get rid of your Saber-Tooth Moose Lion. Yeah. They're likely not attacking here. Pass. My turn. It does look like they're playing mono. I'll keep this... you know what? It's a scry, right? Let's put the swamp to the bottom. Target a land I control. Creature I control. Kills their thing. Now let's start swinging. Land I control. Oh, whoops. Completely forgot it's a fight spell. Mm-hmm. 0 splashes control, yep. Okay. There's a Saber-Tooth Moose Lion. Toff the Blind Bandito. Target a land you control. Earthbend. Deuces. Next, send this one in. Fong. End turn. We could just play our Moose Lion, too. It looks like they really are in, like, green-black, which is kind of fun. I could send my Toph in. And that might be the correct thing to do here. Oh, no, I can't, because they have this thing. Okay. So... I think it's just Saber-Tooth Moose Lion time. Yep. Yep, motherfucker. No attacks. The walls of Ba Sing Se. Okay. That's a problem. Alright, so I need to destroy that somehow. Play a land. Okay. And I guess, since they're playing mono green, I think we're just better to have a bigger board. Or better off having a bigger board. God, this is going to be a problem. Other permanents you control have Industrible. Yep. Yep. Sure. So, block this. Block this. Earth Magic Ruffians. Sure. All of their creatures are indestructible. This is going to be a problem. Okay. So the funny thing is, like, they sacrifice the forest. If I get Azula, they sacrifice the forest. They get it back. I can't play it, and I don't really get anything good out of their graveyard. We need a way to destroy an artifact or go wider than they can handle us. I can't really attack right now because Toph, right? Toph gets eaten by that. It's so bad. We're in such a bad position right now. No attacks, end turn. The Walls of Bossing Say is effing stupid. Other permanents you control have Indestructible. Okay. This is fine. Yep, yep. Sure. They're gonna make that huger. Yep. Pass. And I'll block this, and I'm gonna put this in front of that. Because this gets us a scry. And we don't want the land. My turn? June Bounty Hunter. Can't be blocked. As long... Next. No attacks, end turn. She can't be blocked as long as I've drawn 2 cards this turn. So, I don't know if this is like the thing that gets us out of this, but, you know. Rock-a-lanche. Oh my god. You too, huh? Sure. Pass. That's so bad for me. I don't think we could win this. Yeah, the boulder's ready. I get it. Oh god. Pass to blockers. Because, like, I can't do anything about this, you know what I mean? Like, it's just very... Take 11? God. Alright, take 11. Pass. Like, I can't kill the Walls of Bossing Say. This is such a stupid card. Uh-huh. My turn. Okay. Swamp Snare Trap. I can kill this. That doesn't do anything. I can make this just a blocker for the rest of the game. Do I have anything to destroy a creature? Callous Inspector, Rock-a-lanche. I do not anymore. Damn, okay. The rebukes are just not enough against Walls of Bossing Say. I think we're just dead. I'm going to sacrifice... Actually, you know what? Toph. Draw a card off of it. Oh, do we get Callous Inspector? Sure. Good game. We're dead. We're just friggin' dead. My god. Okay. Like, there's nothing that was telling me that they were going to play Walls of Bossing Say. And if they didn't play that, I think we would have had an okay shot here. Just simply because, like, the Saber-Tooth Moose Lion eats the boulder. Then it trades with their Moose Lion, right? And we're just kind of fine. But as it stands, if you can't destroy your opponent's stuff... leave match. All right, here's our next opponent. We're 1-1 going into match 3 with, I don't know, Grixis? Is it Grixis? I don't think it's Grixis. Let's see. We're going first, so that's good. We have ramp. We have a lot of land. Okay. I want to get a black source. So I'm going to play this first. Oh. That gets us a black source. So turn 2, we can play Raucous Audience. Uh-huh. That's a pretty good card, actually. So next turn we play Earthbender Ascension, play the Rumble Arena to put another token on it, and then we start to, like, really go off, right? Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Earth Kingdom Protectors. I don't think we block here. Actually. Sure. Okay, so I'm going to play this, then play this to get a blue source. The reason why I'm doing this way, Earthbend 2, is because shuffling our deck after the scry is, like, not super great. It's not, like, the most useful. So let's play this. Rocky Rebuke seems great. We'll play a Raucous Audience and a Merchant de la Many Hats. Yeah, that's just free. Water Tribe Rallier. Okay. Compassionate Healer. I think we double block that if they come in with it. No? Okay. So the Water Tribe Rallier needs to die. So we're gonna just do that now. I think we gotta do it now. No, you're just a citizen. You're just a citizen. Why is it tapping like that? Creature I control. Creature an opponent controls. Let's get rid of that now. Oh, hello. It left this untapped. No attacks. End turn. That's actually very good for me. I needed to get rid of that because this thing will draw them out of any hole that they could find themselves in. Six. I could just play this Moose Lion. My turn. Next. No attacks, end turn. They didn't do anything with their last turn. I can exile that card out of their graveyard. Boomy's buddy. Flopsy. Okay. And then this can't be blocked. Okay, so exile this ally. Tap it untapped. I can't cast these creatures. I know that, but I'm just exiling them just to get rid of them. Rocky Rebuke is great. I'm going to play the Callous Inspector next. If I attack with this, no attacks, end turn. They could just, like, double block here. I'm going to hold up the Rocky Rebuke. We're hoping that they try to do, like, a fight spell so that I can do it in response. Okay. Oh, I can't block that with anything by more than one creature. Okay, so Merchant de la Many Hats. Pass the damage. Oh, you're kidding. What? Sure. I guess maybe that was like a call my bluff type deal. Like I said before, rank up, by the way. Like I said before, sometimes like a big 7/7 is all you need, folks. Leave match. Hey, here's our next opponent. We are 2-1 going into round 4. with Boomer Jund. I don't even know what to call this anymore. I can keep this. Fire Nation Cadets. Okay. Play this. Play the Inspector. This Rock-a-Lanch is going to make something a 2-2? I think playing Toph might be better at that point. We need double black for Azula as well as a blue source. The Rumble Arena can substitute for one of those if we play Azula as a 6-drop. Aang's Journey. Okay. Yep. Ooh, that means that this gets firebending. Yep. Which means that it probably just pumps no blocks. That's rough for me. Let's play this. It's great. Pox Bearers. Pox Bears! We're not going to play the Avalanche, the Rock-a-Lanch just yet. There's a Reachin Yuyan Archer. Yuyan Archers. See, you just searched up a swamp. I don't know why you're doing that. Okay, we can't attack into this anymore. Oh, hello. Yeah, we're trading. Kidding? We're trading. Are you you're kidding. Oh man. Anyway. I could send in the Callous Inspector. And if they want to double block it, I kill the Yuyan Archers. Yeah. We just have very good blocks here. Now, if they have Azula Always Lies, that's pretty bad for us. Boiling Rock Rioter. Okay. That's bad for me, so I really can't cast Rock-a-Lanch. Is this an ally? That's a soldier. They have no allies in their thing. They can exile my Pox Bearers, but they can't cast it, which is very worth noting here. I think that was a bad idea to do that on my turn. I think that opponent doesn't know how these cards work. Alrighty. Gotta play this. Oh, you know what? Oh no, that's yeah, no, that's probably bad to do there. I'll attack. Because we're not blocking the... Yeah, that's got the Menace. Okay, yeah, they can't play our Toph. So... I think the correct thing to do... Actually, I think we're supposed to hold off on doing that with the Rock-a-Lanch. They have one card in hand, right? But I don't want to put all of our eggs into one basket with the Rumble Arena. So... like, I think we're better off waiting until next turn and then doing that. Opponent hit another land. Cool. If it would die this turn, exile it instead. Okay. But it comes back. And I get a scry. Yeah. God, if I keep that there... Oh, no, I still can't cast it next turn anyway. So yeah, let's bottom that. Because I don't have double blackout. Yep. So I think we just Rock-a-Lanch next turn. They're realizing that they can't cast my cards. You have to exile your cards. So now they're in a shields down moment where they just can't cast this. Otherwise, this gets cast during the combat step, actually, at like instant speed, essentially. It's when this thing attacks. Yeah, they can't. You can't cast my Pox Bearer. You don't own that Pox Bearer. I own that Pox Bearer. If you exile my Toph, I still own that Toph. I think this is a good turn to do this, actually. And get my Toph back. Are you an ally? You are an ally. My graveyard. They get to watch me do that now. Next, I don't think we attack here. Screw it. Screw it. Yeah. Because, like, this can't pump to... This can pump to 3 at 3 damage. So I don't block this, and I don't block the Boiling Rock Rioter. If they didn't hit anything good here, that sucks. I don't know what to tell you. Jet's Brainwashing. Gain control of that creature. Okay. I'm going to tap this to exile... Archer? Actually, you know what? Aang's Journey. I don't think this works the way that they think it does. Because you don't own... These are still my cards. I don't know if they know that. Yep. They get a bunch of firebending going. I guess this is the only thing they really can do here is, like... Yeah, you don't get to cast my cards. Okay. Let's see. We play this. Actually, we play this. I think I attack with Boiling Rock Rioter only. Auto pay. Target a land I control, Earthbound 2, or Earthbend 2 to damage. Rock a Lanch. Target a land I control, Earthbend, end turn. Not Earthbond, Earthbend. Earthbound. I almost said Earthbound, that's what it was. I also think we take their Jet's Brainwashing out of the graveyard at the end of their turn. We want to make it so that they only have one removal spell in their graveyard. June Bounty Hunter, sure. Oh, if you sacrificed the Fire Nation Cadets, I would be so happy. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they know how this works. I am 100% blocking your Fire Nation Cadets. I think my opponent's a newer player. I'm going to double. So I'm going to put this in front of that. Double block this. Oh, please sacrifice that. Opponent, please scoop. Opponent, I highly recommend scooping now. Pass to damage. Gonna take out your brainwashing. Ooh, okay, so play this. I don't think we want that. We get their last creature, as well as a removal spell from their graveyard. And then we just swing out and win. Good game. I think our opponent was a newer player, and that felt like we were just kind of taking advantage of their not knowing things like timing and when you can activate certain things. But leaving them with one creature and then curating their graveyard so that we 100% get combustion technique next was, I think, the best thing we could have done. Leave match. Here's our next opponent. We are 3-1 going into round 5. My cat's this close to yelling at me. Perfect mana? Sure. Take it. I'm going to hold off on playing the blue source. We're going to play the green. We got a 2. We got a 3. We got another 3. Rockalanche is not good right now. It arguably might not be that great considering that we're splashing for Azula, but I know there's a but here. Let's play the audience. My cat's like yelling at me. What's the matter? What? What? Big girl? She thinks she's so cute. Okay, so that's a saber-toothed moose lion. I think I send this in. Offer the trade. Oh, thank you. Target a land I control. Next turn I can Rockalanche to make this a 4/4. And it might be bigger than whatever they can, like, cast. Oh, Boomerang would be really good here because that neuters my Tiffany. We're gonna call her Toffany. I don't know what the full name is. I know it's just like Toff Beifong or Tof Beifong. It's not a real name. Iguan the Parrot. Okay. What's the matter, Munchkin? Earthbend X. Just gonna be aggressive here. Put our opponent to 12. Here's my kitty. She says she loves you. When she wants to. She's a pain in the butt. My opponent really did trade for this thing. Okay. You know what? It would have tapped for 2 here. So actually we could have, if that survived, if they didn't kill it, the saber-toothed moose lion would have, Sure. That makes sense. Killing the Toff. Yep. Okay. I think next we just attack here. Just keep applying pressure. Opponent's like looking at my graveyard like, what's going on here? And then I think we just... No, let's just do this now so that they can't counter it. End turn. Because this way, we can replay the Toph. Spirit Oasis, yep. Prowess, Resolve All. Draw a card. I don't think that's a good card. They hit me for 3 in the air, yep. Because of Vigilance, it's fine. My turn. Oh, shh. I screwed that up. Let's play the Poxbearers. They don't have a counter spell, rather. I screwed that up so much. Yue the Moon Spirit, sure. Attack us, sure. We're gonna take my Toph. We're gonna take your June. My turn. Gonna attack with the 2 of these. Firebending. Play Toph. Auto pay. Counters on there. Next. It's like, now they gotta. I'm gonna exile... I'm not actually gonna exile that from your graveyard. They could have a board wipe, so I'm not going to play any more creatures into it. Meteor Sword. Okay. That's not enough. Like, you're dead. Oh, it turns this into a 0/3. Pass. My turn. Can you deal with a 7/7 and a 2/1 that will just destroy you? So what they don't know is they need to play 2 creatures here. Or somehow gain 12 life. Buzzard Wasp Kalani. Interesting. Sure. Play this. Please, give me something. Give me 2 things. I think they give me the sword, if only because it's harder for me to cast the sword. Oh, it can be any creature? A non-land card. Oh, okay. So, 2 attackers. Oh, they had to play more than 2 creatures. They had to play like a bunch of 1-drops. Is that a good game? Yeah, it's a good game. Sorry, I alt-tabbed out. I don't know why I did that. View battlefield. Our opponent was kind of a little slow. UA. Is this good? Waterbend 5, you may cast a non-creature spell from your hand without paying its mana cost. So I guess that's like pretty neat, because it's without paying its mana cost, and I don't think you have to do timing restrictions or anything, right? So you can like flash things out. No, wait, you cast it afterwards. It's not like play a card. So you would have to obey timing restrictions here. So you get to attack with this. It's got flying and vigilance. They likely can't block it unless they're playing 7/7 Saber-Tooth Moose Lion. And then you then waterbend with her to then play your own like Meteor Sword or Saber-Tooth Moose Lion. Okay. That's fun. Leave match. Here's our next opponent. We are 4-1 going into match 6 with I think it's Grixis. I don't even know anymore. This looks great. Raucous audience. Opponent mulliganed. Might be able to boulder next turn. Sorry, turn 3 if we play our cards right and also draw a land. Drawing a land would be nice. Okay, so we do have a curve though. Earth Village Ruffians. I do like this card a fair amount. A 3/1 and then later on a 2/2 feels very nice. If they don't cast anything here. Okay. I'm just gonna hit them. And I'll play the Pox Bears. Let's get that counter spell out of there. There's no counter spell? Oh my. Oh my. Sokka Lateral Strategist. Okay, sure. We do need to hit a land. That's a problem. If I attack with both, you think I could trick them into blocking? I really need the Raucous audience. Okay. Damn it. I just wanted to play the boulder on curve. Okay. Let's wait a second for the Rocky Rebuke. And if they don't do anything, I'm going to land cycle the Saber-Tooth Moose Lion to get the boulder out.
The boulder is ready. The boulder's been ready for quite some time. The boulder doesn't know why you haven't cycled the Saber-Tooth Moose Lion for a forest yet. The boulder, quite frankly, doesn't understand what's going on with a lot of this card game, actually.
Thanks, the boulder. White Lotus Reinforcements. Are you an ally? You are and not? You are an ally. Okay, so I'm about to take like a bajillion damage. Well, not a bajillion, but... No blocks. Path. Get a forest. I was about to be really cross with the game. If it was like, hey, would you like... What could they have for 1 white mana? Oh, the combat trick. Yip yip. No attacks. I think they have yip yip. So that'd make this a 4/5. Which means I would have to double block it. We're not going to block the Sokka. They'll likely attack with both just to draw a card. Kyoshi Warriors. What are you? Oh, okay. Nope. Not falling for that. Okay. There we go. I have access to 4 mana. Earthbend 2. Creature I control fights creature they control. Okay. I don't like having to do this, but I think I have to Earth Rumble. God, they have it. I know they do. That's the problem. I know they have it. Let's play the Ruffians. Because at least the Ruffians and the no attacks. And the Poxbearers can trade with the Sokka unless they want to use their what's it called? Their Yip Yip. It's like you know that they have it. You know that they have it. You are 100% aware that it's in their hand. I would have tapped out and also played the Callous Inspector, but I didn't trust the everything in there. Okay. Like, if they somehow kill my... Sure. We knew that they had that, so... Let's let them attack. Because if they send that in, yeah, then we kill the White Lotus reinforcements in response. Yep. Probably should have killed it before... they drew a card. Okay. I hate going 2 for 1 there, but when it dies, Earthbend 2, so put that on this. If you could tap out, that'd be great. Kyoshi Warrior. Okay. So, third creature. Oh, Origin of Metal Bending. Okay. Land I control. Creature I control fights a creature opponent controls. So... this fights that. Get that off the board. I'm sick and tired of seeing it. Then we don't attack here. Because we have Origin of Metal Bending to make something indestructible. Mm-hmm. Pith. My turn. Okay. Azula. A little late, aren't you? Alright, so Rock-a-Lanche does not much here, actually. Opponent has one card in hand. The problem with Rock-a-Lanche is that it just makes that a 6/6. Is that worth it? Yeah, let's do that. Let's attack with both, because we have Origin of Metal Bending. Okay. And end turn. Yep, the double attack. Sure. Resolve. Pass. I will double block like this. That was very quick. Make this indestructible. It'll quench me. Oh no! Dang it. That was good. That was very good. Okay. Watery Grasp. Okay. Rumble Arena. I need to hit lands now. Rocky Rebuke is actually fantastic here. Play this. Attack with this. 2 tokens on this. Glider, kids. Okay. I assume they attack with everything again to draw a card. Sure. Put this in front of that. So we take 3 here. And then create a clue token. Yep. I think we crack the clue. Get the rebuke. Yep. Okay, so if they have another octopus form, I'm screwed, right? Oh, we're just kind of dead, aren't we? Yeah, we are. They block like one of these with the 1/1. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're still dead. Yeah, we're still dead. Because they just swing out with everything. Good game. Sandbender Storm. Oh god, they're just gonna kill us. Yeah. Hold on. So they're just gonna destroy this. What was it? Let me look at the battlefield. This Watery Grasp was so bad. This was so bad for us. It was like, hey, you know that 8/8 that you build? Tell it to calm down. Maybe I shouldn't have gone so tall with 1 swamp. We were also kind of mana screwed for like the longest time. Like, we were drawing all action, which I appreciate, but also, there are times where I want to hit my land drops. Leave match. Here's our next opponent. We're 4-2 going into round 7 with, oh no, it's Sultai. Yeah, blue, green, black is Sultai. We got the perfect mana. We have the no, that's not it. Earthbender Ascension. Perfect. Yeah, this is great. Okay. Pox Bears. Next turn, Earthbender Ascension. Zuko, eh? Alright, so we're not attacking into that. Tell you that much for true. Actually, Zuko Conflicted, such a weird card, because, like, I don't think it's good. I want to see if they'll block. Oh my god, yes. Okay. So, Earthbender Ascension. Target a land I control. Let's go with this one. Let's get another green source. Play a blue source. No Ataxies. So Foggy Swamp Keeper is a very good card if they can draw extra cards. We're not blocking this. Azula on the hunt. You kidding me? Alright, so let's play that. Let's play the beetle-headed. Yeah, let's play the beetle-headed merchants. No attacks. The Poxbearer trades with the Azula, and the beetle-headed merchants can eat the Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper. Yep. I'm assuming they have an Azula Always Lies, so I'm gonna block like... Yeah, I'm gonna block like that. I need to force them to have something, essentially. Ooh, sold out. Okay. That was strange, I want to say. Okay. Let's see. Can't really attack with anything here. I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna play this. No attacks, end turn. If they attack with Azula, I can like double block with the forest and this token, right? It did replace itself like twice, you know. Past the blockers. Okay, they got a 1/1. Pass to damage. Let's take out your Zuko. Tap an untapped ally I control. Pass. They do have us on cards. Yep, so the land comes back. This gets a token. Make this a 4/4. Missenger Hawk, okay. Create a clue. Let's do this. Tap an untapped ally I control. Alright. You're not, and you're not. Okay. Just gonna play out cards. Next, no attacks, end turn. I can't actually cast the Pox Bears unless I exile it with the Boiling Rock Rioter, and I can't exile it with the Boiling Rock Rioter. Yep. Cruel Administrator. Wow, rude. Okay. Let's exile my graveyard. Pox Bears. Tap you. Doesn't mean that I'm going to attack with it, but let's play Big Boy. I can't actually block that Fox Spirit, though. I don't know if they realize that. Rocky Rebuke. Gonna exile your lightning strike. I don't know if they know that that's like not the danger here. Sure. Raucous audience. Earth Rumble. Target creature you control attacks target creature and opponent controls. So they're tapped out. I think the correct thing to do is actually to just kill the... Well, hold on. So this, when it attacks, it makes a 2-2. It can't really attack into this or into the rest of my board, actually. So I think the correct thing to do with this Earth Rumble is actually to kill their Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper. Yeah, this one. Auto pay. Creature I control. Creature they control. They gain 2 here. But that's fine. No attacks. Because they can attack into this and, like, they do have 3 cards in hand. So if they have any combat tricks or anything, we might be screwed. But 2 cards. 3 cards. Messenger Hawk and a lot of the creatures that make a clue token are very good, I feel.
Ooh, it's the boulder. Who's ready?
Something tells me I can attack with the Sabertooth Moose line, but then they block it with... I kind of want to get rid of Cruel Administrator. One. Okay. The boulder's ready. Fire Nation Engineer. If you attack this turn, put a 1/1 counter. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna block like this. Because this causes, if they kill my forest, it causes a landfall trigger to hit. So that I still get to, put a counter on the boulder, who's ready. They do have access to a lot of mana. Okay. They still lose their creature. Sure. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that any day of the week, sir. Unlucky Cabbage Merchant. If you search your library this way, put this creature on the bottom of its owner's library and shuffle. They can block with everything. They can block with the Cabbage Merchant and then sacrifice a land. They really should be coming in with these two. Or not, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they were just holding nothing burgers in their hand. Cool. Yeah, that worked out really well. I did not catch that. So I figured they had like some kind of trick when they used Azula Always Lies to kill the Earth Village Ruffians. But when I realized like I Earthbend 2, regardless, we're still trading. right? So I think that worked out really well in our favor. So, and I think that that was like a pretty big turning point for the match. Leave match. Here's our next opponent. We are 5-2, going into round 7. We're first. We have double Callus Inspector and Earthbender Ascension. I'm gonna start off with a Callus Inspector. Actually, if we could just keep getting in with these things, it's gonna be real frustrating for our opponent. Barrels of Blasting Jelly. Okay. We're going to play the Ascension next turn to get a blue source. They can't block this. Earthbend this land. Get a blue source. Token on there. Swamp Snare Trap is probably going to be good to get rid of whatever they play next. Okay. I do believe that we do this. Now, our hand is pretty empty. And our opponent is cracking a clue. This is, I want to say, great for us. That... Sure. Any spells that we hit, we can just cast. Opponent just hit their third land. North Pole Patrol, eh? Oh my god. Okay, so... we don't attack with these two. I think we can attack with this and this. Because Origin of Metal Bending, I think, is good here. What do you do? Sure. Ooh, Agnieszka. All right. Enters tapped unless you control a basic land. Draw a card, discard a card. So this is good for like late game. Oh, this sounds like a really good control card. I managed to make my way to Mythic and Constructed with Azorius Control, so Agnieszka actually sounds like it's a very good card. When you do, target creature you control fights target creature your opponent controls. I control, they control. Octoform, sure. Send it. If they double block, they lose the Flying Parrot, which I was planning on getting rid of anyway. If they single block, it leaves them with one less blocker for these Callus Inspectors. They're thinking about double blocking too. Alrighty. Swamp Snare Trap, sure. Okay. Rockalanche. So this is for 3. Target a land I control. Like, you know. I could send in the Callus Inspectors too, just to get extra cards. Opponent's just like, God damn it! And then next turn we can kind of like... Oh, yes, okay. Getting rid of any of those is great for me. And we can always just cast Rock-a-Lanche. Opponent's just like, I don't know what they're doing with their cards in their hand, but they should do something. That's what I want to say. Sure, Scry 2. Seemed good. Okay, Rocky Rebuke. Seems really good here. Your reward is 2? Yeah. If I hit a land... Really? Oh, the Sabertooth Moose Lion's great here. Aang at the Crossroads. Okay. Sure. Okay. Seems great. Mm-hmm. I'm taking the Iguana Parrot. You kidding me? Okay. What do you do? A beginning of combat on your turn, Earthbend 2. Epic Downfall. Okay, that was pretty good. Tundra Tonk. Okay. Indestructible until end of turn. Okay. Earthbend 2. Sure, sure. Do I block here? No, I don't think we block here. Wait, why does it have vigilance? Oh, land creatures you control have vigilance. Okay. Yep. They crew that. Mm-hmm. It's got trample, so you got a double block here. Seems good. They epic downfalled my, what they epic... It was the big thing, right? Yeah, the Sabertooth Moose Lion. Okay. Oh, I'm just dead! Good game! Yeah! Because they had us with the barrels of jelly. Yup. Completely forgot about this. I'm surprised this doesn't tap to filter your mana. Yeah. That was good. That was good. They had us. But we had to attack there. I just kind of wish we had another creature. I guess... Yeah, if we didn't put the tokens on this thing... God, it's technically a 13/13. Oh, this Swamp Snare Trap really screwed it up, though. All right, leave match. Maybe it was correct to have put the tokens on another land and started to, like, get that growing, right? I don't know. Anyway, let's look at the deck real quick. I feel like we played a lot of chaff. This Azula, though, absolutely insane. Love Azula. Love Azula so much. These Callous Inspectors are so nice and aggressive. My cat wants to say something to you all. Is it hi? Is it hi, baby girl? Come here, say hi. Whoa. Yeah, oh, she wants to say hello, baby girl. Right, baby girl? She's like, I hate when you parade me around like this. Good girl, right? Sometimes you're a pain in the butt. Usually you're good. I love you too. She's like, I didn't say I love you. But you do. Look at her. She's so cute. And she's purring. She doesn't know what to do here. I like all the value creatures that we were playing, right? Like Poxbearers feels like a value creature. Earth Village Ruffians feels like a value creature. Tough. You know, like these are all technically 2-for-1s, and then the Rockalanches are also 2-for-1s. So they feel very good. Raucous Audience also felt good a lot of the time, just because like being able to ramp up into something huge, right? We did not have enough 4-power anything to really get the boulder to go off. That said, the boulder goes off regardless. Like sometimes you just start growing a land if you get to swing with this guy, and that could be the difference between like, oh, I have an actual attack with this land now, or oh, you know, I earthbend 3, and that doesn't really change the calculus for anything, right? I like Origin of Metal Bending. I kind of wish we didn't use this so early when our opponent played stupid Walls of Bossing Say. That card's dumb as hell. And in that other match that I lost, I think I should have forest cycled this earlier. I was expecting to draw a land, but like we just kind of never did. And then by the time I forest cycled, it might have been already too late. But we still tried to make a good show of it. And if you thought that I made a good show of it, hey, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mom I said hi. Give her the winky face for me too. More importantly, come on over to twitch.tv/DickRecord. Link in the description, where you can catch me streaming video games, leather crafting, and other assorted nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be doing more of these because this format is brand new. This is the week 1 of the format. Really enjoyed this. Really enjoyed this draft. Kind of glad to see a set that's not Spider-Man. This also feels nice to play play up to 3 losses or 7 wins. Like, it feels nice. It feels like we actually have a draft set as opposed to an afterthought. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Don't eat yellow snow. And remember, if you're not here, you're dickless. Have a good night, folks.